Hey everybody, it's Christine Bertram and I'm coming to you live from the Hive for the second time today. So that is why you're going to see me wearing two top, or I should say the same top in two videos. It felt kind of weird going live twice with the same top on, but that's how it goes when you do multiple lives on the same day. You guys, this morning we had the kit class, and I'll show you the cards here momentarily. We had a great time making them. They are oh so beachy beautiful. I love them, and I think that everybody that watched the program loved them as well. Tonight we're going to be making the Let's Go Fishing cards. They're exciting and fun as well. I had a little fun time posting the post on Facebook that said, catch the video here, catch the Let's Go Fishing class here, because it was like get it like we catch fish, haha. It was just funny. It made me laugh when I wrote it. Hi Susie Stocks, hi Cindy Runtree, hi Debbie Gast, hi who's this? Linda Kester's here as well. Hi Betty Pyle, hi. How's everybody doing? Singing on signing on in Iowa. I thought it said singing on in Iowa. It confused me. Oh, hi Lynn Beasley. Hi Mary Lemke. Thanks for liking and sharing. I appreciate it. Hi Lala. Hi Jen. Yay, she's watching one of Rose's gals. I love it. Hi Patty Wright. Hi Laura Sullivan. Hi Mary Ann. Hi Vicky. Hi Sarah. Ready for round two is right. And you guys, Tigger is awake for this round. He's sitting over here watching the birds at the moment. He's been a little napper all afternoon. We didn't get much sunshine and beautiful, exciting weather today. It's been kind of overcast and dreary. That never changed. So people who have been telling me they've been seeing the sun are making me a little bit envious of the sun, but that's how it goes. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Ann. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Dawn. Don't forget to hit the like button, you guys, if you're wondering where it is. Hi Karen Stagg, thanks for sharing, Sherry Martin. There is a little button here with a thumbs up, and all you have to do is hit that and then go back into the live chat and you can get right back into our comments. Hi Donna Grushki, yay, you're here as well. We're gonna have a great class for you guys. Hi Linda Scott from northern Minnesota. This one has been a longly anticipated class, you guys. I have some recognition to give to Miss Diane Bogenhagen, who helped us design these cards, you guys. She is our true fisher woman, fisher lady. She knew all the lingo and she knew all the terminology, and she is up north actually probably fishing with her family. They're at they took the vacation, that's the entire family, and they're up north. And so she normally would be watching, but I will probably not say words correctly, or I will butcher the names of stuff, and that's just how it goes. And I'm just looking for the sample cards to share them with you. I wonder where I saw. Oh, they're in here. They're in my little tub, so I can share with you the cards that we're working on. So you know you're in the right class. These are what we're going to be making tonight. These are the Let's Go Fishing cards, and we'll get to them in a little bit. Are you selling the PDF for this class? Shelly, I sure am. Hi, Sandy Wicklander. I sure am. The class sold out not really fast. For Hear Me in the United States, I anticipated about 64 people. The guy class that I did last year only sold about 30, you guys. So it surprised me, and it shouldn't have surprised me, to do the fishing. You guys, he's coming this way. Oh, here he is, in case you, I don't know which way he's going. He always wants to make a little grand appearance, you guys. And just in case you're wondering, come on, baby. Move it or lose it. Come on, keep her moving. All right, now you guys had your Tigger sighting. So when I was forecasting back early, you guys, before I went to out of the country for my trip, I had to figure out how many to go with. And at that time, I think there was only 25 people signed up. And in the interim of being gone and coming back, the rest of the people signed up, and I could have easily made 12 more in here. So hi, Carmen Melendez. It's how it goes sometimes. And normally I would have been like, okay, I'll make 12 more or I'll make 8 more, and I can't. It's full speed ahead with what we have coming up for June and July, and with finishing off more product shares and doing Naturally Gilded. My mom and Diane and everybody around me they said to me, you have to be okay with it and you have to say no. And so I had to. So I'm sorry, I feel bad having to say no to anybody about not being able to take a class with me. But that's how it goes sometimes, and this one was one that could have easily started with 72 instead. Not knowing that, like we'll make better forecasting for next time. Hi Angelique, hi Betty Ray. So we're excited to do this one. Hi Susan Ray Hendricks. We're excited for this one. Is he back there yet? Oh yeah, he's in the sink, you guys. He's making his daily, he likes to go, there's a cup of water in there and I clean it out every day and make him some fresh water. I don't make the water, you guys, I just pour the water, but he gets in there and he loves to play in the sink and drink his water. So I know during the class I had this morning, he was sleeping away like a baby on one of the chairs. So, all right, so kit class. You guys, we had the kit class this morning. Let me just share with you, in case you guys haven't seen this. I know that it's during the day and people might be at work and not able to watch, and that's quite all right. There is a replay of this, but we did go through. I missed the cutoff, and it makes me feel better. It makes me better for the next time. Yeah, you know, and that's what it comes down to, you guys. I so greatly do appreciate not waiting till the last minute. You know, it never hurts to ask. Honestly, it never hurts to ask if it's the day of or the day before, or 5 days before. Always ask. It could be even 2 weeks after. Ask, unless you've heard that it's gone. Hi, Mary Carls. Just ask. It doesn't hurt. All I'm going to say is no, I guess. If I don't have any, if I have them, I will definitely say yes. But yeah, it does help. Even just to get your name on the list makes, so it's easier to take your name off the list than it is to add it if there are no kits left, right? So, hi Tracy Reed. I'm glad you caught me live as well. Hi Randy Schultz. As long as you can buy, yes, the PDF will be available. So as soon as I have the link, hi Rose, hi Sharon Land, hi Holly. As soon as I have the link for this video, I put it into the PDF tutorial and then I put it out there in my online store. So it'll be out there by tomorrow morning at the latest. The question I just saw here about the kitty. So Susan, you asked if we got our other kitten. We haven't yet. She's still like this little, she's a little pipsqueak. And I think we're planning to bring her home next week. And she looks pretty close to the other honey that we had, Honeybee. This one we're gonna name her Honeysuckle so that she has her own name, but we can still call her Honey for short. Let's flip this. Hi, Vicki Rodriguez. I'm going to flip this down, you guys, so you can see what we did this morning in case you were curious. Stampin' Up! Has a kits collection here in the States that you can get. Every month they come up with a new kit, and these cards were beach inspired, so it's called Boho Beach. You get a set of stamps, you get some ink, and you get a block, and you get the supplies to make these 8 cards, 4 of this design and 4 of this design, and we made all of these in about an hour today. They have matching envelopes that are also pretty as well. So you guys, this is a great little kit that you can get if you are interested. You can always add it to your online order that you're doing, or if you're attending a class in person with a demonstrator, don't hesitate to ask, or you can get it from me if you take a class with me. And just to give a little shout out, heads up, in case you haven't been seeing any of my lives recently, I have finished off the cards for game night and artistically inked. Game night is featuring Zany Zoo, you guys, and you're gonna make 4. They're actually all fun folds. 2 are more like elaborate fun folds where it looks like an easel and it's got like a little scene with our little camping guys. So that one. 2 of them are gate folds. So they open up. Here he comes, you guys. Wet paws off of my cards, mister. All right. So 2 of them are gate folds. The one opens like this, and then the other opens the other way, this way. Okay, and we got the little sloth in there. And then we've got the curtain card, which is an easel card as well, or like a pop-up easel, kind of like that. And so you have a little dancing scene going on with our little kitty cat, so little Whitey and her little tiger friend. So that is game night. In case you guys are wondering, you haven't seen that yet, I just published this. I put it out on my website with the cover photo today. That's what I worked on this afternoon. The Facebook event was created and it's going to be emailed out very soon. If you don't get emails from me and you'd like to, make sure you go to my website and subscribe to get emails from me. And then you will start to see stuff about upcoming classes. Then the other one that we worked on last week is the Artistically Inked. And Diane and I are doing this one together. This one consists of 4 cards. Hi, Judy Bobo. It's an order-based class. And you can either get it free with a $30 order if you're attending in person with Diane, or you could get it with a $45 order with me if you place your order online and you want kits mailed to you. This one's a fun fold. I've been waiting to do this one. I've had it saved in my screenshots for 2 years, you guys. Hi, Darrell. I found it while I was on an airplane ride over to England. I saw a card from 2 years ago that was just like this, and I'm like, oh, this will be perfect for this one. And it actually, when you fold it down, something happened here. It came undone. Hang on. Because when you have it flat, something happened here. When you have it flat like this, it's supposed to be even. So something moved on me. Yeah, so it needs to be flush like that, and then it opens. And then there will be a white piece on the back. And so there is one exception. If you are a Be Happy Stamper, so if you're on my team or Diane's team, the Be Happy Stampers, you have the option of paying for this class versus having to order for it. So it's order-based only unless you're on the team. Then you have the option, and you can do whichever one you prefer. So exciting. Yay. So that stuff is coming up in July. And just a reminder what we have coming up in next week for class. You guys, next week is the 22nd. We have our ink, paper, scissors. Thanks, Rose. I'm glad you like them. This is our ink, paper, scissors for the month of June. It features beautiful balloons or bright and beautiful sweet. You're going to be making some faker shaker cards. So I looked at Tigger to see if he could see that and hear that, and he looked up. So we're going to teach you how to make the faker shaker cards using some clear envelopes. You have a true shaker card using a window sheet. That's this one. And then we have one that is a horizontal card, and it has stars all over it. So this is the ink, paper, scissors for next week. Thanks for sharing, Susan Ray. I appreciate it. Susan Ray Hendricks, I appreciate that a lot. This one is the fee-based class where if you, it's $30 or $37 mail, and you get a goodie bag. You get the sprinkles, you get the ribbon, you get designer paper, and you get to make, these are heavy, you guys. I'm lifting these, and this weighs probably like 2 ounces. They're pretty heavy. So like this one might be over an ounce if you're mailing it. You might need to put the additional postage stamp on there. So hi, Suzanne. Caught me live again. Yay. Okay, so you guys, that is next week. So just to kind of prep you for what's coming up, we've got the ink, paper, scissors next week, followed by the following week. Don't forget, we have Mystery Card Night. I was just going to publish that today as well. It'll have to wait for a moment. It's not this coming Monday, you guys. Mystery Card Night is actually the following Monday. It's the 4th Monday of the month, which is the 26th instead of the 3rd Monday. It's usually the 3rd, but we switched some things around, and it's going to be the 4th Monday. So be watching for clue number 1. That will be coming out here very soon. I have a design in mind, and now it's just getting it out of here and putting it into there. So Sandy Wicklander, I already have a list for you for July. I just have to send you the Post-it note picture. So I've made Post-it notes for my gals that do everything, and I have to just send them out to you guys. So hi, Connie Moore, a little late, but that's okay. We're just getting started. I do have some happy mail too I want to share with you guys. So this one is funny, you guys. I opened this card up. It's from Penny Powell. It's not that the card is funny or that it's from Penny that's funny, but Penny participated in my team swap back in January. And this, I opened it up, and it's like, it's my swap card that I gave to Penny in our team swap. And she sent it back to me, so I opened it up. I'm like, oh, that looks familiar. I love it. It's like a little mini card on a card, you guys. And so this one was, so Penny sent me a little letter here. She said that Tigger is probably pretty clingy when I got back from my trip, and he sure was. So Penny, this came. I appreciate it. Hi, Francis Rodriguez. You guys, this one comes to us from Linda Kester, and she's taking game night with me. Yay. And this one features some of that Dandy Designs Designer Series paper, some Mango Melody, if I had to guess here. And then the Dainty Delight paper, I should say stamps, and then she stamped it and die cut it out. Very pretty with some sequins on here. And then the gingham embossing folder. Thanks for sharing on Facebook, Judy Bobo. I greatly appreciate it. So that was what we have for Happy Mail. All right, you guys. So last night, no, not last night, yesterday afternoon, we tried to have class. And we had some issues. It cut out on me, broadcasting error, and I had to I clicked the wrong button. Instead of recover the broadcast, I hit continue recording. So, oh yes, So Rose, thank you for that reminder. So Rose, I appreciate that so much. So Rose wanted me to remind you guys that the Technique Club class is also next week on Tuesday, you guys, at 1:30 Central Time, which is 12:30 Mountain Time. Rose is going to be doing the Technique Club class, which features the partial embossing technique. You guys, it was such a fun technique. Rose, by the way, then I need the tutorial for that one to send out to my gals that are taking the class. I have 19 signed up for that class right now. I have one more kit, so in case anybody would still like to sign up for it, please let me know. The set that she features is actually the Zany Zoo, the Zoo Crew stamp set, Zoo Crew Suite, and the Zany Zoo stamp set and bundle. She has the critters that she worked with as well, and so that is on Tuesday, and there's one spot left for me in case anybody's wondering. It's super cool. I had never done partial embossing in my life, and she did a quick little video for me. I watched it, I had questions, and then I went at it, and it was fun. It was just a neat experience to do it, and I am excited for her to share with you how to do partial embossing. This Technique Club class, she's been doing it for many, many years. And then just starting this January, we started collaborating in the fall, but we both started exchanging each other's classes starting this past January. So the class that she kits up in Canada is the suite class, and then I kit up her class here in the States, and we kind of piggyback off of it. So it makes it that we're very efficient with our time. So it's very awesome, and we work together great. And I appreciate that reminder, Rose. So Sherry Everett made it, yay! Well, hi, Linda Hall. I think I missed saying hi to you. What day is yeah, it's perfect. And the reason that I see that Rose responded is because Jen asked what day it was. So that was perfect, Jen. That was a great lead-in to remind people about that class as well. So it's very cool. So she's going to teach you all about partial embossing. It's been fun doing these techniques, you guys. So I'm going to share with you my book. I know this is kind of off topic of what we're doing tonight because this is for the technique, but this is what I've started. I bought this little binder. You know, I didn't get the Stampin' Up! Binder because for whatever reason, I loved the look of this one. It was bright and cheerful. And so this is my start of my Technique binder. So in January, we did the rock and roll, and then we did twisted ribbon in February. In March, we did the aqua wash technique. In April, we did the masking technique. In May, we did the bokeh technique. And in June, my 2 sheets are sitting over on the counter, over on the other counter. So I won't flip it because there's nothing there. And then what came out of it is the Share, Create, Inspire card class, you guys. So I've been keeping a little book here of all of the Share, Create, Inspire cards that we've been doing since March. Super cool. So one of my gals sends me a recipe card, and then they send me a card in an envelope that is sealed, and then I make a card based off of their instructions, and then we see how close I am. And that all came about because of Rose and I doing the Technique Club class. And so with the class, you also get the tutorial. So I've been saving the printouts of the tutorials here that we've been doing. So last month we did the beautiful balloons, the bright and beautiful. So I have one of those left. Otherwise, I have none left. So yay. Okay. That was just a little bit of show and tell, you guys. You can tell I get really excited about some things. So, all right. Let's see here. So let's go back. And Rose loves working with me too. Yay. The feeling is mutual. Yay. Hi, Kara Burke. She would like to sign up for okay, Kara. So that's exciting because I have one left. So I know we just talked and you were thinking about signing up for July, but because I have one left, we can make it work already for June, which is exciting. And you're not signed up already. So Kara, the last kit that I have. So Rose, if you're listening, just know I don't have any left for my classes here in the States. For me, what I do is a sign-up period is really between the 1st and the 10th of the month. And then if I make extra, then you have extended period to get signed up. But I had one left, and now it's Kara. So yay, I'm so excited. The binder is pretty, right? Because I love anything floral. Thanks, Jen. I love that, you guys. We get along great, and our personalities are similar, and we love to inspire and help you gals create and bring that goodness to other people. So that's pretty cool. Hi, Mitzi Stanley. All right, so I'm going to pull up Rose's list here so I can do roll call, you guys. We're going to do roll call, make sure we don't forget anybody. So for those attending in Canada that are taking this class with Rose, we have Jen, yay, she's here. Gail Stephen, Dawn McMillan, and Sophia Marie. And Gail, it might be Stefan or it's Stephen. I guess I look at it and I say Stephen, but it could be Stefan. So I'm sorry if I didn't say it correctly. And if anybody is watching this in Canada and you would like to get this class, you are in luck because Rose has 5 sets of this class left. So you just need to reach out to Rose. If you go into the description of this YouTube video, you can see all of Rose's contact information, as well as if you're in the States and you're watching me for the first time and you need my information, it's in there. Just know Rose has kits left in Canada, but I have none left here in the US. We have sold all 63 of the kits, and I had 1 left for tonight that we're making for the class. So, all right. So welcome everybody in Canada that's doing the class with us. Hi, Karen Carstay. And let's see if I missed anybody. Nope, I didn't miss anybody. Okay, so from the US taking this class for the online version, we have Miss Julie Bierschbach, who is having some fun in the sun in Florida at the moment. Donna Grushke, Judy Sharp. Judy Sharp, unfortunately, her mail person or post office delivered it to the next city over. So she doesn't have her card kits to work on tonight, but we're crossing our fingers that her kits get delivered tomorrow and they figure it out. So, and then we also have Marcia Svatek, Susan Bellamy, Jean Terwilliger, Sandy Wicklander, Suzanne Neal, Karen Woods, Mary Lemke, Mary Carls, Sherry Everett, Dawn Ablett, Jeannie Parker, Kate Reynolds, Cheryl Thomas, Shirley Malarkey, Feline Mays, Susie Stocks, Carla Lake, Randy Thompson, Angelique McClendon, Susan Wormley, Becky Schlossnagel, Holly Pavlo, Jody Storman, Angie Ward, Vera Anderson, Penny Powell, Jenna Helms, Robin Stender, Bonnie Kemen, Ruth Nicholson, Linda Scott, Patty Wright, Frances Rodriguez, Jenny Knutson, Debbie Gast, Barbara, wrong column, sorry, over on the other side, Rosa Olvera, Lynn Beasley, Randy Schultz, Wendy Krieger, Vicky Rodriguez, Jamie Johnson, Judy Bobo, and the last person that got my last kit is Sue Spigner. Whew, you guys, that was quite the list. I sold out of my class last Wednesday night when Sue gave me her order to buy the bundle. That was basically it. So I've been out since last Wednesday, over a week already. So that's very rare that I run out a whole week early, but it is what it is this time. And I see a whole bunch of you lovely ladies are here rocking and rolling right in here. I see all the purple hearts too. I love it. So awesome. So you guys, that's our roll call. We will do a door prize later for those in the States who placed an order to get the class for free. So we'll do that. In addition, this is the featured promotional suite class, or sometimes it's a bundle. Like next month, it won't be a suite, you guys. Next month, it's going to be textured floral, which is a bundle. So we call this the suite. I forgot Laura. Did I? Oh, I did, Laura. Oh my gosh, Laura Sullivan. Oh man, I sure did. I went from Angela Knutson to Laura Sullivan and then Kara Berg. So I'm not sure, you guys, what happened. My whole looking down and looking up thing, I thought I had everybody, but you're right, Laura. I did definitely forget you. So we went Mary Lemke, Angela Knutson, Laura Sullivan, Kara Berg, then up to Mary Carls. So I'm glad that I just forgot your name and not forgetting to send you a kit. That is an easy thing. So yes, got you. So next month, you guys, we don't have a suite per se. Next month we have, I don't know if I said week, I meant month. Next month we have a bundle. It's called Textured Floral. And I will show it to you. So in case you can see, we haven't figured out yet the designer paper. What we're going to try to do is work with 1 pack of designer paper that's like a suite is, right? So we worked with all of the designer paper that was in the fishing suite here. Textured Floral is on 65. So in case you guys, none of these cards are made yet, but just a heads up, just to show you what we're working with next month, it's going to be this bundle right here. Now you might think, oh man, I don't need more flowers. Well, that's good. Then it means you have flowers then, and you could probably interchange flowers that you have with like for the cards that we're going to make. So we are going to definitely be using the dies to make beautiful cards. And our goal is always to use at least every stamp once. And maybe if we don't get every stamp, but we use at least the majority of the stamps. So we're definitely going to be using these stamps. But if you have something similar and you feel like you don't want to buy this, you don't have to. We always like to design the cards in a way that it's not meaning like, hey, you have to buy the stamp set to make these cards. We love to encourage you to buy what you love and use what you love to make the kits that we give to you guys or feature for you. Laura, you got your kit. You better have gotten your kit, because it worries me that people don't get their kits if I don't have any left. Then it's sitting here cutting paper, and to make one kit takes an hour, right? But to make like 64 kits might take only like 15 hours, right? So it's like that whole economies of scale is what it is with kitting up cards, you guys. All right, so that's a little sneaky peek about this for next month. I'm thinking what's going to happen. We're going to pull in a designer paper that's not been used for another class. And I think what we're going to be using, and we're going to try to make it work, is the less shops, because there's very neutral sides on this paper. And we're going to try to incorporate and show you that, hey, just because there's houses on one side, which are very specific, doesn't mean we can't use the back sides of these. And so that's what we're leaning to. It might be pulling in some of the glorious gingham as well, because like earthen is being featured in our suite class in August. So just, earthen elegance is for August. So, and speaking of that, you guys, earthen elegance is the suite class for August. And I know a bunch of you have been reaching out to me saying, hey, it's not available to purchase the bundle, but I want to sign up for the class. Well, you can definitely still get signed up. So like Francis and Vicky, I got you girls signed up. And I looked at the in stock, and it should be back in stock July 31st in the United States. So as long as you get your order in early August, you still should be set to take advantage of the promotion that we do with this class. And the promotion for this one, you guys, we gave, here in the States, we gave a half a pack of paper to anybody who ordered the bundle specifically for this class. And I will tell you guys, this was by far the #1 class that people took advantage of this promotion. Wow. Like, I'm going to just call out and say thank you to everybody who got the bundle for this class. Karen Woods, Mary Lemke, Angela Knutson, Laura Sullivan, Kara Berg, Carla Lake, Susan Wormley, Debbie Gass, Jenny Knutson, Frances Rodriguez, Linda Scott, Ruth Nicholson, Robin Sender, Penny Powell, Lynn Beasley, Vicky Rodriguez, and Sue Spagner. You guys, wow. And then on top of it, one person in person, Bobby Rubish. And so that was 16 people all bought the bundle to get this class for free. So it was crazy, you guys. And maybe it was that you have a lot of Fisher people in your life, and you could use these cards for them. I'm excited to make these cards because they're really heavily intensive on the designer series paper, so you don't necessarily need to have these stamps to make these cards. So let's just flip back down and share with you where the suite comes from here. It's on pages 78 to 79 in the annual catalog. The suites in the annual catalog are a little bit smaller of suites compared to the mini catalogs that Stampin' Up! Comes out with. It always has a bundle, designer series paper, and then something else. This something else this time is a folder called the Twisted Rope, I think. Yeah, I can look at it. It says it here. Twisted Rope. And I don't have the folder per se right here, but it looks super cool. It's a Twisted Rope. So one of the cards did feature that embossing folder, got used. But then we pull in other things throughout all the other cards to bring it all together to make some awesome, amazing cards for you. What's super cool in this one is a tackle box. I can't wait. We're going to make a tackle box card together. But in this here, you can see the it's Gone Fishing, I think. Gone Fishing is the name of the Let's Go Fishing. So you guys can see the designer series paper here. All the sheets were used to make the cards. And so like on one side, we used this pattern. We used this pattern. The fish got used. That pattern got used. The gray pebbled path got used. And then on this one, both got used. They were reverse. And so what's really cool is you can see all the different colors that tie into this designer series paper. All right, so I'm happy to say, you guys, all my DSP samplers have been purchased. I have none left. This is, we made 72 of these. I shouldn't say we made them. We kitted up 72, and one of them was mine, and the other 71 officially are gone. Yay. All right, so let's go back to our cards here. Which one do we start with? That's always the magical question that we ask. So I think we're gonna start with this one just because my kit is front and center here. We did pull in different foil. The silver foil, you guys, got pulled into some of these cards. The holographic foil got pulled in. I'm excited to say that we think we figured out, so those people who got kits from me, in the email I sent the other day, I said that I had one of these little lonely soldiers left. It was on everybody's kit the day that we kitted up, but the next day it was on the floor. And we think that Miss Sherry Everett was the winner of the one that was not included. So I'm going to make sure I save something special for Sherry because she said she has the dies and she can make her own. I'm hopeful that nobody else says to me, I'm missing this. If there is, I have one here. But everybody should have theirs. We made out 64 all over the counter. I think what happens is sometimes when we put stuff in the envelopes, things can slide out if they're not horizontal. And so that has been known to happen, you guys. And so we never try for that to happen. We always do our best to make sure every kit has everything. But I can say we kitted up 20,400 cards last year, and we might have had less than 10 things, 10 pieces that might have gotten missed. And we always make it right. We always figure it out, but we do our best to make sure everything's always included. All right, so let's look at here what we have for this card, what we're going to be making. Boho Blue got used. Boho Blue is a new in color. We got a little fish stamped here. So good big call out to Karen Wetstein for helping. She cut all of, and for me here in the States, the designer series paper. She even rough cut all of your fish for you guys. She cut out all these circles. Yeah. Randy had hers. Perfect. Well, I think 63 of you guys should have yours. Well, 62 should because I have mine in my kit, but I'm hopeful everybody says they have theirs. So the embossing was all done by Rhonda. So this is that twisted rope. When you do the half or like the front part of the card base, you just put the embossing folder in up to part way here where the score line is. And then you can just emboss the front part of the card. And then the inside has that neat texture as well. So Rhonda did all the embossing. I had my Tammy and Anna helped with the die cutting, you guys. So it was definitely a labor of love. They all worked on this while I was actually out gallivanting in Ireland and Norway and England. So I really greatly appreciate that, their help, you guys. So I came back and we kitted this one. All right, so there's our base. You guys want to make sure you burnish it. You'll have a white inside, which is your normal 5 1/4 by 4. So we will need to stamp that. This little guy right here comes from a die set that is called, I always call it Waves of the Future, but it's actually, the dies are Waves dies. There's 2 lovely labels in here, this one and this one. One's a little bit thicker, one's thinner. They work great for labels. So that's where that comes from. And then if you're wondering where the circle die comes from, there's a circle right here, and it's from a set that's called Reach for the Stars. So you probably have different circles in your arsenal from like the layering circles or the stylish shapes. There's definitely different circles out there, but they did come out with a set here that has circles in it, and that's where that came from. All right, so that's what we got for those. And then here's your rough cut fish. So that's how Karen, she cut them all like rough cut for you. Now these 2 pieces of DSP are the same. One's the front and one's the back. I definitely absolutely love this denim look on here with the blue. And then we pulled in Misty Moonlight for this background right here. And then you'll have this piece that fits right behind here. So this background piece is definitely 3 by 3. So it's a great size. It's definitely a good size because you can get 16 up on a sheet. And I will tell you guys that one sheet of fish, I don't know if I have it here anymore. The top sheet in the pack, yes, Randy, we appreciate that. The helpers get lots of thanks. I try to make sure that they're taken care of. I could not do all of this without them. So just so you guys know, the fish are all different ways. Some fish are going this way, some are going this way. And so on this card, you can see here, this fish is facing this way. But on my kit that I had for myself, the fish is actually going the opposite way. And that's quite all right, you guys. I think that this might, there's one die in the fish set that is a fish. And it's actually for the stamp set. So here's the stamp set. I didn't even show it to you guys yet. There's a fish right here. And that is actually the die. So if you're lucky enough to have gotten this fish and you have the die set, you will be able to definitely die cut this out. Look at that, you guys. Very cool. So I can take advantage of the die. I didn't plan that. I wouldn't mind fussy cutting, but I definitely can use the die for this. All right, so we'll get to that in a second. We do have another set that got pulled in here. It is the Waves of Inspiration. The Happy Birthday comes from here. And if you don't have that set, it's quite all right. Any other sentiment that fits in there will be perfectly amazing for you guys. You could make this one, so the occasions for this class, you guys, you could do happy birthday. You could do this as a graduation. This would be a great retirement, a thank you, a thinking of you. Did I say happy birthday? If I didn't, happy birthday as well could definitely be an option for this one. So what we're going to do is grab the happy birthday, which I think is right there. And we're going to grab a scrap of paper and we're going to practice just to make sure the stamp's okay. And that it's not crooked or straight. Okay, I feel like it goes up higher on the right-hand side. So I'm just going to, okay. And just to be safe, I'm going to stamp it on the back of my label first, just in case I can get a little practice. Okay, so in case my front is bad, I still have a good back. And what we're going to do is try again. Right there. All right, so that's good. We'll give that a second. And then on the inside we have a fish. And these are red rubber stamps, you guys. So I generally don't put a foam mat underneath when I do that. We use the red rubber. So here, well, so that sentiment was red rubber. Father's Day, yes! Francis, we missed Father's Day. And that is actually in the set. There is a Happy Father's Day. So we're going to put this here and put our fish at the bottom, swimming along the bottom. He's a bottom feeder. And then in here, you guys, there is a Happy Father's Day. So glad that you're my dad. Happy retirement. Congrats. Good things come to those who wait. So if you want to use this in the birthday, you could, right? Because when you're sitting there fishing and waiting for the fish, those who wait and have patience usually get get rewarded. That's usually how it works. But I also found another sentiment that's in a different stamp set, and it's from the Ladybug. Hello, Ladybug. It says, may your greatest wish come true. So people in class liked that one the most out of everything, and so we'll just put that on the inside here so that we have a nice little wish sentiment on the inside. All right, you guys, that's it for the stamping. I've told you that we kept these cards very limited on the stamping. So that ink that I used here, it's called Misty Moonlight. It's a very pretty blue that came back from the past. All right, so now we will do that. Let's bring the die cutting in so we can get our little fish die cut here. And I have the little boho blue mini, the mini blue. Perfect for this card because it follows the color pattern for the card. You guys, everything matches, even the machine. All right, so we're just going to die cut our fish here. Mitzi Stanley, I saw that you liked and shared. I really appreciate it. All right. Okay. So we got our little fishy done. Gotta be careful that you don't rip the paper when you have that tape. Okay. So there's our fish. We'll save those dies here so don't lose them. Let's get assembly happy now. All right, so what I would do is I would put dimensionals. So I have some dimensionals left over from this morning's class that were in the kit. So we're gonna use those up first. And because we got to the end here, we can definitely cut these up. Do not throw them in the garbage. You definitely wanna use them. And we want to get close to the edge here without going over. And we'll run right there. And might as well, you guys, I'm feeling like I want to use the sheet up because I love throwing away sheets that are used up. All right, then what we can do is pick these off. And I think that we're going to put one more right up in the middle there. And then how I would put this, because you want your fish to be straight. So what I would do, I saw some people in class gluing this down and then putting this over, Well, that works, but you could also just make sure you get this exactly where you want it by putting the adhesive on the back of the circle. This way you've got a little wiggle room. You can figure out where you want your fish to be seen. And so that's how I would get that attached there. And then I would put the little bit of liquid glue on the back of this, like that. And then now this can get centered onto the Misty Moonlight mat. You've got some time, just make sure you get it as straight as you can. Once you catch some of the dimensionals, though, it's going to be hard to move it. But that's how we did that. So it makes it look like we were thinking of like seeing a fish through a binocular, or like if you're on a ship and sometimes you have that window. So we were looking through the window. Like that's what we were picturing with this. And then how do you do this with the ribbon? So you guys, this is the jute. Some people are loving the jute. Some people are hating the jute. Hi, Corinne. It's thick, it's thin, it's like some spots are thinner and some are thicker, but you know, if you can find a purpose for it to use on your cards, that's awesome if you have the jute. I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it in half actually, because you're like, well, how did she get two tails and you only this much ribbon, right? So I'm going to show you guys. If you've been watching me for a time or two, you know I like to be conservative with my ribbon. I definitely don't mind using ribbon. But I'm more frugal with my supplies, and I know that you probably would appreciate that as well because they last a little bit longer then. So we're going to take 2 pieces of tear and tape, put them off to the side, and then we're going to put the other 2 right here on the back side of our label. You can pick them off, and what you could do is fold this in half and put the folded side through the hole and catch it with your tear and tape, leaving these little tails on each side. But you want to make sure you have it secure and put another little bit of tear and tape to hold that. And then you'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Take the folded end and put it through, catch the tear and tape, and tape that down. So the jute is pretty thick. It's actually about the height of a dimensional, if I might say. And knowing that, what I might just do is put 2 of the, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pick that off and put the dimensional right over where the tear and tape is. And then where the tear and tape is over the jute, it's actually the right height. So all of this now is pretty flush in terms of height, and this is ready for us to put right onto the front of the card here. And this is just kind of centered between where the hole is and the bottom, and then left to right. Okay? All right. Now, I did pop up this as well, but if you've already popped enough and you think you're good, you could always just glue that flat on here. But what you could do is pop this up as well. Doesn't hurt to pop. Popping is a personal preference, but once you pop, it's hard to stop. I get that from the Pringles commercial, you guys. From when I was growing up. I remember Pringles always had a commercial on. All right, so, and they probably still do, actually. I just don't watch much TV. All right, so that goes right there. And now we can glue the inside in and put that right in the inside. Hi, Angela Knutson. All right, so that's going to go right here. And then our fish here. So what I would do is put a dimensional under its head, because that part is in the window area here, the circle, that's down flat. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue. So this guy's facing this way. I don't want him swimming off. I don't want him swimming off the page, so I'm definitely going to mirror it. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right on that edge, and then that's where my fish is going to hang out right here. Now, he's got his own thing in mind. He's actually swimming against the school because he is doing his own thing. He's making it his own path, and he's cool with that. All right. These little tails are going everywhere, though. So what I would do is I like to show them who's boss. I'm actually going to take a glue dot, and put the glue dot underneath where they need to be resting, and then set them into the glue dot. So that will help them to go that way. Now this one, it's pretty good. It was this guy that needed help. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim them so they're right past the misty moonlight, if they are a little bit past it. Okay, so you got a little bit to cut off, not much. But then, if it were me, thanks Robin Stender, I would take and fray this. So grab your pokey tool, and you can kind of spread it apart like that. Kind of makes it look ratty, like a little nest, kind of. If you don't like that look, don't do it. You can do it if you want. I'm showing it to you to show you what it looks like. All right. Perfect. That's what we have for this guy. Last on here, though, you guys would have some rustic metallic dots in your kit, 3 of them. And what you want to do is just decorate the front of your card with them. You would either have 2 big and a small, or 2 small and a big. And oh man, hang on. Let's bring the card back here. So on this one, you can see that they're on that side. But because my fish is on this side, that means I'm going to put them the opposite, right? So I'm mirroring it. And take those 2, and then I have a little strip of them I can see right here. Thanks, Cindy. And we're going to put that here. Now, we had class this morning, and we talked about my Stella a bit, that she needs a little bit of assistance in the department of glitter. So I thought, instead of me doing it without you guys seeing. Now I did do I think it was Kelly actually did a Tip Tuesday on rejuvenating Stella many moons ago. So if you're in my YouTube channel and you search for Stella, you'd probably find it. Just know that Kelly's if you guys are newer to me, Kelly helps me out with my business. She helps me with cover photos and watermarking cards, and she used to actually do, while I had my full-time job, she would actually be helping me with my Tip Tuesdays and Technique Thursdays. And little by little, our tables turned, and she got busier, and I quit my job. and then Tip Tuesday and Technique Thursday actually kind of went away because we got so busy, both of us. So I just thought I'd share this during the live of how you want to rejuvenate Stella, just really quick, in case nobody's ever seen this. What you do is you unscrew the barrel, and then I would grab my pick tool, and I use the pick tool to prop open the black thing that's in the inside here. Pull this out. If you have a buddy, it's really awesome for your buddy to hold this, because you can see there's a whole bunch of glitter right here. If you don't have a buddy, you can set it down, but then you risk losing some of that stuff. So I'm going to try. We're going to move our card, though. It's good to not have, bring paper towel in. To do this over the sink would be highly encouraged, right? If you have an eyedropper, that helps too. But if you just take a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, so this stuff right here, and you use that. Now, you could use water, but what happens with the rubbing alcohol is it evaporates and dries faster. And I'm trying to get this in here. I'm glad you like it, Judy. Yay. Okay. I am just filling this up. And I know I got some in there. If you have an eyedropper or one of those syringes type thing, you could also use that to put it in here. Okay, so I feel like I have enough in here. And what I'm going to do now is put this back in here. And then you push that down. And you put this, you put this back on. Now here's the thing. It's very liquidy. I filled it up to right about here. I can see it in the light. What I would do if I were you is not squeeze this over your project. You might have a Stella blowout, and that's not good. But there are 2 buttons here that say push and push, which I usually go over the back of my hand, because then I can always wipe it up if I need to. But now you're going to squeeze and do it gently, bently, and all of a sudden, little by little, you'll get some of that rubbing alcohol mixed in with the glitter, and it'll come back down. So you guys, I thought about doing this not in front of you, but I thought, why not show you in case you don't know how to do it. So Jennifer used a syringe. Yay. I'm going to wipe off my hands really quick, you guys. And because I had some rubbing alcohol. All right, so now we're back in business with our card. Let's make sure there's nothing over here, and we can take and Stella. Now, what would you Stella? So since our fish are actually designer series paper, you can actually Stella your fish if you'd like to. And just know when you use rubbing alcohol, it might make your paper look a little bit wet, but it will dry. It is rubbing alcohol, so it will dry. You could also Stella all these little guys that are in here. You don't have to worry about the ink bleeding because it's designer series paper. You could also, if you wanted, go over your ropes a little bit. All right, so you can see that it looks wet here, but that will eventually dry. Rubbing alcohol will evaporate. And what we did is we are getting some of the extra glitter juice out of our pens here. And again, it's nice to do this at the end because then you're only Stellaing things that are actually going to be seen. I mean, you could go all out and do the whole thing like this. No. Okay, so there. Now you guys can see how you do that Stella pen action. All right, and we got one done. Nice, simple, easy, love it. Yay. Okay, so that one's done. Let's see what is next in our pile here. We are going to do this one. Okay, so this card, hi Lisa's Basic. This card looks like this. And there's an inside. There's a little white inside. And I'll be honest with you, I never stamped my sample here. So while I've got this out, we're gonna stamp them both. We're gonna stamp the inside for this one and the kit. All right, so we've got 3 fish. Now, I just mentioned to you, the fish are all over that one sheet. Some are going this way and some are going this way. We literally laid out all the fish, or all these cards on the counter, and I went through and I put all the big fish on the bottom. And some big fish are going this way and some are going this way. And then what I did is I made sure that everybody had 2 fish going one way and 1 fish going the other way. So you didn't have 3 going the same way. Like, I liked it going a little back and forth. So what you should have in this kit are 3 fish, 1, 2, and then this guy's going that way. So this is going to be the mirror, kind of like a little bit opposite. Like the big one is going to be down at the bottom, and he's going that way. The top one's still going this way, and my middle one's going that way. Some of you might have the top one going this way. Either way, you've got 3 fish to put on your card. And then on this one, I've got a whole strip here of just a 1/2 inch side from cutting mats, you guys, for a sentiment. You have 2 hooks. Don't lose them. You have 2 bobbers. This is from the silver foil. So those there. This, I love this designer paper. This one's so pretty. The back of it is a map. We really wanted to figure out how we could use the map, but we ended up using this one. Do not glue these. Should you refill the Stella pen with alcohol only once? I think we've done up to 3 times, you guys. After about 3 times, there's not a lot of glitter left in the barrel. And you'll know when you go to pull that black thing out, if there's no glitter around there, or if you don't see glitter on the inside, it's time to toss her. It's okay to do a little ceremony and say, okay, thank you, Stella, for your services. We really appreciated all the glitter you provided in life, but we have to move on to another one because, you know, to do empty, no glitter on your card doesn't make sense. So you have a mat here that is just a 1/4 sheet, and then you have your inside white. And now this is embossed with the cane weave embossing folder. You guys, this carried over from a different catalog and from something else in the past. I did score these at, so this is 8 inches and it's scored at 2 inches, and I can see barely, I think I can see my score line. If you can't see your score line, it's really okay. I feel like my score line has, I can see, I don't know if you can see it in the video here, or the camera, but I feel like I see a line right on the top. And the main thing is, if you can't see your score line, is you're just folding it back near the middle, and then you just want to make sure your edges line up nice. Okay. Hi, Carol Alanis. Lots of purple love to you as well. You can take your bone folder and burnish that if you like. Just go very softly with it. You don't want to smush any of the decoration from the embossing out. But, I mean, ultimately that's what you're doing, is just folding this back like that. Okay? And then what we're going to do, oh, you guys, in your kit, you also have a little piece of the baker's twine from the In Color baker's twine. We can go ahead, we'll wait and glue this when we get glue happy. But what needs to happen for putting these together is, I wish I had my Vanna White here. We do need to fussy cut some fish, you guys. I'm not going to get out of fussy cutting. And that's just how it goes. So there's only the one die that matches the stamps that is actually, that actually works. The rest of these you're just going to have to fussy cut. And I will give you a little disclaimer, you guys. With designing these cards, we really thought we coordinated our vanilla and white a little bit better. And it was about a week ago when we were kitting up, we were like, oh, the paper for the DSP is more vanilla and not white. And we didn't gather that. So like this is white, but then our fish are vanilla. And so we've got like a little cross color of vanilla and white going on. So just putting that out there that they're just going to go that way. We don't usually try to cross vanilla and white intentionally because sometimes they just, vanilla is more of a soft, warm, neutral color. And then white is more of a cool, crisp color. And they usually aren't together in my mind a lot, but oh, we kind of completely missed the boat on this one. So we've got a little vanilla and white going on together, you guys. All right, so there's two. Oh man, look at you guys. I have this one. I rinse out a completely empty one to use for watercolor. That is a fabulous idea. Yes, because the brush tip is probably still good. You guys look, I got a second one that actually is the die. So we're going to bring in the little boss, the little blue boss. And it matches this card so prettily. That's not a word, I just made that up. So, you guys, this is what it's all about. We have some ideas rolling around here of what you do. Instead of putting your Stella down, you actually, you can rejuvenate her and make her into a watercolor brush, which is awesome. All right, so here's that fish. Now, how would I put this stuff all together? I cannot glue this down because my baker's twine needs to go behind it. So I am going to, and I won't notice the two colors. Correct, yeah, Lynn Beasley, you're correct. They won't notice. Whoever gets this card is gonna be so in awe about how amazing the card actually, like the card is. So, all right, I'm going to put this fish down. There's nothing holding me back on this one. So I'm gonna get, I'm not gonna put it on its tail though, because its tail is gonna be hanging over. So this one's gonna go right about here. So I'm not gonna push anything down hard. I'm gonna just gently set stuff on here in case I need to rearrange it. So that one's gonna go here. The one at the top is a little tricky because there is a little line going through it. The fishing line, right? So what I'm gonna do for this one, don't do its tail. And what I'm gonna do is put the dimensional really close to where the line is gonna be, but not hopefully over it. Not picking that off yet though, just in case I need to move it. This one's gonna go over here. And then my last little dude is going to go the opposite way. These little dimensionals work perfect. I know not everybody likes the little dimensionals, but this works perfect for this one, these little guys. So he's right about here. So that's gonna leave room for my hooks then. And I'm gonna use the mini glue dots for my hooks and my line and my bobbers. So this one, I'm taking a little glue dot and I'm gonna just roll it up and I'm gonna set it right about where that line is right there. I don't know if you guys, I should zoom in just a little bit so you can see better. So one's gonna go there and then the other one is gonna go right underneath. Like he's smarter than this hook and this bobber, he knows what's happening. And so he's like, yep, I'm just swimming right by it. All right, so this ribbon, you got enough here. You can't go much lower than this. So we're gonna put that one and we need to grab some tear and tape. Thanks, Rose. All right, so then we're gonna grab a little tear and tape. We're gonna run this along the back here. Careful if you've got that glue dot. And now this is gonna go underneath here, and you're gonna catch that tear and tape and cut it really, you don't need a lot of it back there because you need to save some for right here. So grab it and push it into that glue dot, go up and over. So you had about 4 inches of this, and you don't need more than that really. Like if you're conservative with it, you should have enough. And what you're gonna do now is take the tear and tape, spread it across here again to make sure that they stay nice and secure in there. Now there's nothing else that needs to go back here. So we're okay at this point. Let's get this glued down onto the mat, which is Night of Navy. Now in class, some people did the hook first, but I like to be able to see where my fish were in relation to it, so I'm happy like that. Now, we need more glue dots. You guys, this is a heavily intensive glue dot class. So I'm gonna put another glue dot over the end of the twine, okay? And now I'm going to catch my hook with that glue dot. So it's gonna go right into the glue dot, and then I'm gonna take the other hook and put, oh, come on, little guy. We're gonna put that hook in here as well. Now, in class, Bobby actually made it. She put the hook coming into its mouth, like to make it look like he was getting caught. And that's completely up to you guys. If you want to do that, you definitely can. I'm good now where this one is, so we're going to take that dimensional off here, and we're good there. Now, we're not done with the glue dots. We're going to do another set of glue dots, and one is going to go now over the hook here, and I'm going to put my bobber into that glue dot. And now you're covering up that whole glue dot mess, giving some height to your bobber because there's a little bit of buildup right there. And then this one's going to go over the top of that. And we're going to have this bobber going off that side. And get all that goop covered up so it doesn't, so it's not sticky on the front of your card. All right, Penny Powell, we're going to get rid of this. Okay, that's what we have. All right. So let's do a little bit more gluing because we can glue this down onto our Hi Becky Schlossnagel. This is going to get a little bit of glue. Now, I would actually do the whole back like that because you have such bumbleness going on. Bumbleness, yes. And now this is going to go right in the middle here of the Night of Navy. Give that a second to adhere on here. Okay, now with this, I did pop it up with dimensionals, and what I'm going to do is start cutting off the sides here. Actually, is this about the right length? Yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to use this whole thing, and we're going to put it right down the edge here where the fold is, and then we're going to do the same thing with this one, but we're going to put it down the left edge over here. And for good measure, we're going to put a couple more right just down the center. Okay, now when you put this on here, you're not going over the edge at all, and you're not going that too far that way. Thanks, Shirley Malarkey. All right, so then this is going on here like that. And, oh man, you guys, now which Stella did I fill up? It's this one. You can feel how heavy they are. Okay, so you could definitely Stella this whole background if you want. So I don't have a lot of Stella, like she's not like overly glittery right now. So just to put a little bit of Stella on this back blue area makes it look like glistening water. All right, now we gotta do some stamping, you guys. We got all this done and we didn't even stamp yet. So there should be a scrap in here. We're gonna do Happy Birthday again, and we'll use Misty Moonlight. You could definitely use Night of Navy, and I think I did Night of Navy on the sample, but I have Misty Moonlight right here, and it looks good to me. So we're gonna do a little Happy Birthday right there. The inside, we're gonna do the wish sentiment again. So it's nice and a little bit smaller to fit in here. So we'll do, may your greatest wish come true. Like everybody wishes to get the big fish, right? So that'll go there. And then we're gonna put the fish in the bottom again. So if you want more room to write a love note, you might not put a focal image here, but I feel like we wanna have the fish swimming onto the page here. All right, I think that's it for this one. And now a little bit of liquid glue. Oh, let's cut this first. So all that's happening with this is you're just going to fussy trim around this and then cut the bottom as well. I'm purposely not trying to be straight, right? The more I try to be straight, the better it'll look because it'll all be crooked. So we've got our happy and our birthday. Clap your hands. All right. And now what we're gonna do is put a little bit of glue on the back sides of all of this. Excuse me. And then this one. All right, so what am I gonna do here? We're gonna move this off to the side and we're gonna grab this guy, get it in my hands, grab that guy, get it in my hands. Of course, that one's upside down. So we got happy birthday, happy birthday. Fits in there very nicely, a little dead spot right there. We can fill it in with a sentiment. And then for the inside, you just wanna center this top to bottom, left to right. If you do that, then when you shut your card, hopefully it matches so that when you shut this, you can't see it. So the white piece of paper is the same size as the designer paper. So you have a little wiggle room because of the navy border. Okay, so that can get pushed down. Now in your kit, you'll have 3 of these tinsel gems that are in the blue. And we tried to make it look like they are bubbles, tiny bubbles coming out of the fish's mouth. And so we got one above that one above that. Oh, that one stuck to my thumb, so we'll take that one. You either got too big and a small or the opposite. So these are the tinsel gems, you guys. We're gonna cut down to the end on these. They come with 3 different colors on the pack. Like, I can't remember all the colors. I know there's a pink one. All right. There we go, guys. Look at this beautiful card. So pretty. I mean, wouldn't anybody love to get this card? It's so awesome. If you got that glue dot and he's kind of hanging out down there, just push that stuff back under. All right, you want to be careful. You don't want to push down on your foil too much because it'll make a little indent. Don't forget you were going to stamp the inside of, oh, yay, Corinne. See, I'm happy you told me that because you know, you guys, it's a one-track mind sometimes. All right, but yes, because I have these stamps out, then I have my inside stamped. So there's that. Good call. And then we're gonna do half of the tail off of here. So we're gonna go like that, like that. Okay, perfect. Now when I go to stamp or close these all up, I will have this done. Yay, and I usually leave mine. And here's my recipe card. Perfect, good call. I appreciate the follow through on that one. You guys remembered for me. So that one's done. All right, so we've got 2 done, you guys. Our Blue-licious card. So this is for our team blue here, you guys. Enjoy it. Enjoy that blue action. Okay, so there's 2 done. Now, we have the bobber card. So the bobber card, I absolutely love this card. It's just, we had so much fun. This was the last one we came up with. Okay, so this, when we saw these stitched nested dies, this actually looks like a bobber. So that's why we went with this, because it's got the same shape as a bobber, but it's the water, right? So we refer to this in the tutorial as the water, and it is die cut out of this nested essential dies, and then it's embossed with the painted texture embossing folder, okay? So we have the same thing kind of going on here with the hook, that kind of concept is going on. Got lots of pieces for you guys in this one as well. And you should, so here's your water, right? There's what you have for your water is the nested essential dies with painted textures. you have a gray piece. The top piece is what you should use for your top. All right, so it kind of is keeping everything nice together here. So you have your little bobber here. You have your hook. Oh, you're gonna give it to your dad for his 80th birthday. I love it. He will love this card. Here's a little strip for your congrats. Now the seaweed and the coral, you guys. Coral, if you're wondering where it comes from, it's called the Beauty of the Deep. Beauty of the Deep. These are the dies. So you got coral and seaweed. We did not use the stamps in this class, but we definitely, oh, I lied. We used the coral. The coral is what gets stamped on the inside. So that did get used. And that's the only stamp I have put together. Little disclosure there. All right, so you have your little coral here. You have a little bobber in vanilla, a little bobber in red. And now for your fish, you're gonna have a red fish, a blue fish, or two fish. Like Dr. Seuss would say. You're gonna have to fussy cut these. And if you have two fish, I'll show you how to put them on your card. If you have the red fish, it's going this way. If you have the blue fish, he's going that way. Now you have a piece of the pebbled path ribbon, and I actually cut all of them the long way for you in half. Spinners, not bobbers, perfect. Okay, believe the little silver things on the hooks are spinners. The bobbers are the red and white ones. Perfect. Okay, see, I told you guys I would not get the lingo right. So spinner, hook, bobber, water, fish, coral, seaweed, ribbon. All right, cut in half a long way. So you got two for every one that you make. So if you do this card at home and make it again, it is actually this thick, and you just cut it in half lengthwise. And then it's cool because it kind of looks frayed and net-like. Your designer paper then is what we've got next. That goes here and here, like that. And then you have a double mat on the inside, you guys. So either you can stamp directly on the vanilla if you don't have a double mat, but if you have a double mat, it would be pebbled path with vanilla, and then you've got a little silver cording, which we're gonna use for our line. Lots of pieces, okay. So the vanilla is scored at 4 1/4 for you, and just use the bone folder, burnish your edge. Okay, so what can we do? Okay, we're going to glue our designer series paper first. Let's take care of that and get that down. And then we're going to go in steps here because you don't want to glue this onto your base until we have the silver thread behind. Okay, so this one goes on first. You know, be concerned about the top, the bottom, and then the left. And then this one is the top. Figure out which way you want your nuts to go, like if you want them that way or this way. I think I like this way. Be concerned about your top and then your left and your right. Oh, I did this wrong. Hang on. One moment, please. This one needs to go first, and then this one goes second, okay? It's okay. So the reason is because I wanted to see more of the striping here, okay? All right. I am noticing on mine that I cut, I have a little bit extra right there. So before I get crazy, I'm just gonna trim it, and then I'm gonna trim that just a little bit. Okay, I did get glue down here. I see it. For the most part, that's gonna get covered up except for potentially here and here. I'm gonna wait for it to dry, and then I'll get that glue off of there. All right, so then what we can do is our tear and tape sandwich with our ribbon next. So grab 2 pieces for weighting in the wings and put 2 of them down. And we're gonna do this mid-air because my glue is a little wet. All right, and then you're gonna grab your ribbon. That's gonna cover the seam. I put the factory edge on the bottom. I put the raw edge at the top. All right, and that catches the tear and tape, and put your ends over. All right, so that's what we've got for now. Then the water is gonna get glued flat here in the middle. Okay, something like that. And centered top to bottom, left to right. Okay, like that. All right, so for our bobber, you can do is, we've got our Stella pen. Make sure you figure out the top and the bottom. The top has a rolled edge, the bottom is a little bit rougher, so we're going to Stella that. And as long as I've got my Stella pen in my hand, we're going to Stella our seaweed. So I've got glue on my nails and everything's sticking. All right, and we're going to Stella this. Now, this needs a lot of help, you guys. It needs a lot of pokey time here. All right, so let's move these back off to the side. And we're going to glue our bobber. So the red die cut piece goes on one end here. That's my Stella side. Let's pick that up. Okay, that's going to go on here. Give that a moment to adhere. I had a little bit of extra glue there. All right, I don't know if I put it on the wrong side, but I'm just going to trim. I see a little bit of vanilla coming out the sides here. I'm going to just shape that better. Okay, how are we going to do the ribbon? Same kind of thing as the last one. We're going to put a glue dot right where, well, let's build from the bottom up. Why not? Okay, so let's finish. Let's work from the bottom and work our way up. Then we know where things go. I mean, I can guess by looking at that, but let's get these poked out. Hopefully they come out really good for you guys. If not, you might have to just take your scissors and give them the extra little snip so that they fall out. But hopefully if you just do a little poke action, you can see that they kind of fall right out. All right, and then I've got the glue dot here. I'm going to just put that right at the bottom. Otherwise it's sticking on my thumb. And then a little bit of liquid glue everywhere. So just, I find that if I go fast, it kind of puts glue all over and not really in the whole part. So that's going to go down so that it's kind of growing out of the bottom of our water like that. And then the green one, a little bit of glue on this one. Like that is enough. I don't like to glue everything. And then it's in between the edge and the coral here. And then the last one, a little bit of glue on that as well. Oh, yours came out easy. Good, Holly. I'm happy to hear that. This guy's also like kind of fills in that bottom area. And all of this is garbage. All right, and then our fish. So have to get that fussy cutting going on. So if you have, so what happened is we counted 4 red ones and 2 blue ones on a sheet. So not everybody got the big fish. Some of you would get these small fish. And it was great because there were a lot of little fish left over. And by giving everybody 2, it kind of was about equivalent as 1 big one. The fish aren't too hard to cut. They got a lot of straight lines going on. All right, so he's going to be going that way. Got the little jaws guy going. All right, and then this little red pufferkin is facing the other way. And I think what I'm going to do is pop these up with dimensionals so that they have a little bit of height to them. Oh, I have an announcement to make. I love to call out when we have a new Be Happy Stamper, and Kara's watching, I think. I just got off the phone with her a little bit ago, but Kara Berg is our latest and greatest Be Happy Stamper, and she's proud to be a Be Happy Stamper. She just joined the team yesterday. Yay, congratulations and welcome to Kara. We're so happy to have you on the team with us, and she's excited as well. She took advantage of the new sign-up special, you guys. It's you get an extra, in the States, you get an extra $30. So you get $155 worth of product for $99 plus tax. You get free shipping on it. I want to see a little bit of that ribbon over there. So we're going to put this guy, I'm just going to see where he looks good. And we're going to put this one over here. I think All right, then now we can finish on this part. So yay, yeah, congratulations to Kara. She's so excited. We have a new bee, yay. All right, so our hook is gonna come right about here, I think. So we're gonna put the silver twine into there. I'm actually gonna pick the side that's a little bit more crisper. All right, so then we need to have it come over here. So we're gonna lead the line this way, right? Something like that. And then a glue dot again. So we're doing glue dot sandwiches here. So put a glue dot over the top, and now you're gonna put your hook. Hi, Ileana. You're gonna put your hook into this one. And one more glue dot for good measure, and then we'll put our spinner in that, and the off to the side here, kind of over the top, and that covers up all the garbage underneath, right? All right, then we need to bring in the tear-in tape. Make your little sandwich, and that's gonna come back over here and go up and over the edge like it's coming out of the air, right? So there, and then we're gonna use a little tear-in tape there. And now we can pick off all of this stuff, and we're ready to put this onto our card base, which is the vanilla. And we can just trim this a little bit so you have a little extra. Let's get rid of that and find our base. It's all about the base. Now go right on here. It's so nautical. All right, now, how would you do the bobber here? I would definitely grab a glue dot is what I'm thinking. Not a glue dot, a dimensional, and just put a dimensional right there, and then stick your bobber. You want it to be like coming out. Oh, a glue dot would be good too. Let's grab a glue dot and put that right on the back side of the vanilla part. This is Laura's favorite, yay. All right, so that will hold the ribbon then. Right, like that. Okay. Wow, okay. I like this one a lot too. This was so fun. Oh man, you guys, how we came up with this, I have no idea. It just kept coming, right? Like the ideas of like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. Then we need a sentiment here, and we're gonna do congrats for this one because we're gonna make this one into a retirement card, I think, so that you guys can see what that's all about for the different stamps. I know we did a bunch of birthday. So we're gonna use Pebbled Path for our ink color on this one. And then we will do congrats, might be right, nope, that's bobbers, might be right here, congrats. So we're gonna do congrats. The happy birthday would work on this one too. But congrats could be like a graduation card if you want it to be as well. And you know what, maybe I will, so let's think about it. Again, this is another rough cut, you guys, just cut around it. Doesn't matter if you're straight or crooked. We're gonna get that put on. Look at me, I have two scoops, no, just two dimensionals here. And we got it kind of crooked like, right, like that. And we already stelled some stuff, so we're good there. Now our inside. The inside has coral, and we need the Calypso coral. And then the beauty of the coral here, that's what we'll use. Have that coming out the bottom here. Oh, Susan likes this card too, yay. All right, so there's our coral. And then this one, it would be great because it says good things come to those who wait. So this could be for a retirement card as well, right? Because good things come to those who wait, who work all their life and get to retire and enjoy life, hopefully, a little bit more. Hopefully they're already enjoying it. You could do happy retirement, happy Father's Day. Could go with congrats as well. I'm trying to figure out what should I do. Good things come to those who wait. Congrats. That for a student too, it could be, I'll do that one. Because that could also be if you have a grandson or a granddaughter, grandchild who is graduating. right, from school, and they waited all these years to graduate, that would be a good one too. So we will do Good Things Come to Those Who Wait, and we'll do that in the Pebbled Path. All right, Mary, we'll catch you on the replay later. All right, so Good Things Come to Those Who Wait. It was right here. Perfect. All right, so then I think what we'll do is get that glued in. This can go back in here, and we'll show you the finished card that we made. All right, so that's done, and we'll bring this in with some glue. So we got a double mat going on, guys. So we have the vanilla on the Pebbled Path. Now you could have just stamped this right on the inside. That works. But for some reason, we just had to do a double mat. And I think it's because Diane was involved in the designing of the cards, and Diane loves the double matting. All right, so there's this one. Oh, Jen is still she is team blue, but she still loves this card. It is so cool, this card. Like, look at that. The double matting, and here we go. So we could also, as long as we have our Stella pen here, you could lightly, you know, another thing you could have done with the water is you could have taken white ink and sponge daubered over this, and it would have given the water, the waves, a little bit of a luminescence. So that a little bit more Stella. You could Stella these guys too. All right, the cards keep getting better and better. Yay. Well, we're going to be on to our finale, you guys. The finale card is going to be your tackle card, which I hope you think is even better. So let's see here. Let's grab that one double. So Angelique loves the double matting too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Or you know what? You know, I might as well get that one cleaned up. Get this one cleaned up. You guys, cleaning stamps is a part of stamping, right? So to do it now with you live means I don't have to do it again later. All right, so we got all that done. Now, the next one is gonna be a little bit more stamping intensive, okay? So we worked you up to the grand finale of a little bit more stamping. So there's that card. So here you the three cards are that we have done, you guys. We've got these three done, one more to go. All right, so the last card is our tackle box card. So we're like, oh man, how do we do this without like wanting or having our die cutters want to like not ever die cut again for us, right? So luckily we have, we need the congrats, and we will make this one a retirement card maybe. Luckily Anna was all okay with all the extra cutting on this one. And we did, this is why we brought on some stamps too, because we're like, well, we can't have all of these pieces be in here die cut, and we've never really used some of this. So on this card is where we did feature some of the lures and the other bobber, okay? And definitely had to keep it more natural, realistic looking for us. Like lures and spinners and bobbers are flashy, shiny, bright things, right? So that's why we went with lime green or parakeet party. We went with azure here. We went with the holographic paper here. You guys can see this holographic paper in action. Now this is where Sherry Everett, we think you are our gal who was missing this because you said you did not have it in there. Hopefully you are the only one that says that. That would be the goal. This little guy goes right in there. We have some linen thread wrapped up because, you know, in a tackle box it gets messy. This one has, Diane said, in your tackle box you will have some cut off line. So that's why we've got the line kind of going crisscrossy. You've got loose hooks. As much as you don't want to admit it, there are hooks that are loose. And then we've got some silver spinners up here as well. So we tried to make this as natural, realistic as we could. And it's another vanilla with a double matting with the pecan pie. All right, and we did this one as a retirement. So that die set is super cool. So that's in here. It's the tackle box. So we cut out those both. And then what we did is we saved some of these inside pieces to go back in, because it was a lot to have all designer series paper on the background here. So we definitely pulled in a couple of those. And we're saving these to Rose, if you're still watching, they get saved, and we're potentially going to be pulling these into the Earthen Elegance class so that they get used, because ultimately end up 64 of these inside pieces. 2 got used, 3 will get used. The Earthen Elegance features some of this this color here. So you should, in your kit, you have these 2 pieces that are cut out from the kit. You'll have your top of your tackle box. You'll have your piece of designer paper, a little stylish shape for down here. You have the back of your tackle box. This piece of paper is for your stamping of your bobber, your lures, spinners. You should have 2 holographic for in that side, the spinner boards. You have your hook, and you have another spinner, I think. All right. Then on the inside, double matting. You have a vanilla and the pecan. You have a little baby 2-inch strip here, a little piece of silver, and you have about 12 inches of linen thread, okay? And a vanilla card base that you can definitely burnish and make sure you keep it horizontal. So for this one, we are going to do our stamping and get that done pronto so that we can get it and put it together. So we are going to need our pecan pie, which is kind of a replacement for the soft suede. Really reminds me of baked brown sugar from many years ago. So we're going to do the congrats right in the middle there. And this one, we are going to make it into retirement cards. So let's grab this and put here, happy retirement. We'll put that in the middle here. Like that. Okay, boom. That's it for our pecan. Now, we have lots of other colors to work with. We have the azure of the afternoons. Okay, so azure afternoon. Now, if you like this one, you could put this on the inside of your card if you want. But this one uses this one. this one. Hopefully you guys are watching. You know what I'm talking about. So it's a 2-stepper. So you're going to do that. And then you're going to do the inside of it. It does help to do the outline first. And then I'm going to get that hair off of there. Okay. So the azure is done. Then you have early espresso for the outside of your bobber. All right, Francis, we'll catch you later. Thanks for joining us. You can put your bobber. If you guys want to like squish them together, you can. I've got the whole piece of paper here. I'm using it. All right. Then we have real red, which is used for the inside of our bobber. Can go down here. Okay. And then the last thing, wait. You know what? I'm going to do my bobber on the inside. So one moment, please. I caught myself. You guys decorate your envelopes as well. This would be a great thing to put on your envelope with the bobber. Okay, so now we've got that guy done. And then back to the real red. We'll do our bottom part of the bobber right there. And then last but certainly not least is our parakeet party, which is this guy on there. Okay, I think that completes our stamping escapades for the evening. Now we get to do a little bit of die cutting and assembly. So this is very heavily intensive on assembly. So we're going to cut these apart so that they can all go on the machine at the same time, but a little bit further apart, grabbing our tape. So that's not one of them. We need, this one is for the green one. I got some azure on my thumb and my finger. All right, then this little guy, we're gonna get that ready to go as well. Like that. And then we've got the bobber and one more piece here. All right, so those will be ready. But we can do just a little bit of gluing here, just so we have a lot less pieces laying around here. So what we can do is flip that over. We can flip this one over. We can flip this one over. And we can do these three things. All right, so thanks, Shirley. Got that one, and that. All right, so this one's for matting on our inside mat, like that. Then this one is the back of our tackle box, and that is just going to, it fits right onto the card front. They did this one really good with the measurements. There's just a little border all the way around. And then your designer paper, just center that in the middle of your tackle box. It should be fine. As long as you center it pretty good. If you're wondering, if you're not certain, you can put this over it and make sure it looks good, but I'm good with that. All right, so then this will get glued on the inside. Let's get that right away. Double matting. Vanilla and the pecan look really good together, like that. Okay, now this one. How do you do that, right? That's a $1 million question. I would definitely use my strips like this from the side of my dimensionals. It's pretty thin, so actually I'm gonna try to get 3 out of this. So I'm gonna get that one, and then I'm gonna cut this so those little guys can get used on other things. So there's another one, and we're going to use these thin strips. Just wanna make sure that they're thinner than the edge. All right, so then there's one more here. It's super close. I feel like we're gonna cut this a little bit thinner. And I might not even use that, but this one can go right through the middle here. And then this one over on the side here. Ha ha, Catherine says, sorry, she was fishing. Ha ha ha. How are you doing, Catherine? This one, I'm going to cut this guy right down the middle here. And we're going to use a really thin one. So, if you didn't get this set and you don't have these 3 things to put in your stamp, do you have the other fishing set from many years ago, Suzanne? There was a set that's called Greatest Catch. I don't remember if there's any bobbers or lures in there, but you could definitely check that out. I'm excited to actually see if somebody takes the Crafting with You stamp set and makes a tackle box for a crafter, a stamper crafter, and puts all like an ink bottle in here and other things to fill up the tackle box with a crafter's tackle box. So for anybody else that doesn't have this stamp set, the question was posed by Suzanne, what would you guys use if you don't have it? And so you could put extra sentiments in the middle. So cut yourself a little piece of vanilla, like another square, and you could put another sentiment in the middle. Suzanne, if you have stamps in your arsenal, go through, and I challenge you to look through and see what you currently have and see if there's something that you can come up with to use. Oh, I'm glad that you still have all those little pieces, Rose. That makes me happy to, yes, save them. Definitely, there should be 3 left, and I could definitely see them being used with Earthern Elegance. All right, so then I'm gonna put one more over here. I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but pretty close to it. And you know, as long as I have these little schnibbles, is what we call these little guys. This is where this tweezers maybe could come in handy here. It's like I feel like a real surgeon at this moment, you guys. I got my scalpel. As long as it got in there the right way, that would be important business. Yeah, sewing box, exactly. Come on, you just gotta get a couple. I'm gonna get these off of here, you guys, and I'm gonna say that I got to use up. So I'm not the best at the reverse tweezers, I will admit that. I was doing things backwards. Oh, you gotta let it shut, and then you gotta open it up by pinching it, right? Okay, there's that one. With thread and needles, yes, that's that crafting with you. I think it has that in it. You guys, I have 2 left. I'm going to use my fingernails. I think maybe that was a little bit easier for me to use than the tweezers. And one last one. Okay, you don't have to pop this up, you guys. You could definitely have left this flat. It's not, you don't have to, but if I did make this popped up, this is how I would do it. I'd make little pieces that fit. Now, make sure you put this on the right way. I have the 2 little hooks here that go to the back and then the latch in the front here. All right. This is going to go down right in the center of your card, like so. Perfect. You guys, we used up another sheet of dimensionals. Yay. And then these guys, let's get them glued. Let's put them in right away. Why not? Our little spinner board is actually glued as well, so we could put that in right away. So this one goes like this. And then this one goes right in the middle, so it should just nestle right in place. And there's something right there. Got it. Okay. And then this one goes right in here. So, Suzanne, I did suggest if you have extra sentiments, you could use extra sentiments. That would always be something you could use. So if you have a couple different sentiments that you could put on the outside, that would help fill up some space. You could put an extra little ribbon in it if you want. But okay, so that's down. I think we're at a point where we need to do, it would make a great shadow box looking card. Yes, I agree. Wait, as long as I have the tear and tape here, we're going to put a little tear and tape right where the bobber is going to go. And we're going to wrap this linen thread right around my 2 fingers like this and catch that where the tear and tape is. Okay, kind of loosen it up so it's not all the same. Perfect. Okay, we can still do the hook. I'm getting everything in place before I pull out the machine here. So this, I'm just going to run a little bit of liquid glue here. All right, let me just see this. Okay, that's going to go right on this label right there. All right. So far, so good. We got a lot going on there. A lot of little bits and parts. Lastly, we're going to do this die cutting to get our last pieces put on there. So 1, 2, buckle my shoe. So we'll go right through. Grab all these things off. Okay, back to business. There's a little spinner board here, or the little piece here that goes with the spinner board. Let's get these guys ready. So this gets glued flat, and that gets glued flat. All right, so let's grab that one. Now that is hanging off the edge up here. And this one is right in the middle. And then our bobber, I definitely popped that up. But you gotta be careful because there's this linen thread here. So I would put a dimensional on one side of the linen thread and one on the other side to create a little channel. And then you can put your bobber right in there. And then this little blue guy, our little lure maybe. I think our tape is seen better days. It's time to retire that. All right, so this one, I did pop that up with a little dimensional. So let's grab a little edge here. So we're going to grab from right here and grab. So little, you guys. You can make the smallest dimensionals. You can make them as small as you want. And then this is going to get popped up right on here like that. Becky said, a demonstrator said the foam strips that Stampin' Up! Sells works good. Oh my gosh, Becky, you're so right. Oh, they would have been perfect. Oh, Oh, you're right. I would have had the perfect amount right here, and they are the right size. They're perfect. Okay, you guys, good tip Tuesday here, tip Thursday. Hi, Polly, Libby joining late. Carol Lana said mechanical tools, construction tools from a white box. Wild box makes it a toolbox. Yes, perfect. That would be awesome that you could do too. Those pieces would make great tags also. Oh, yes, Judy, I love it. They would make great tags. You're right. So yes, Rose, definitely save those other three because we'll definitely be using them on the Earthen Elegance because that color is part of that suite. So Becky said a demonstrator used this. Yes, oh, Becky, I should have had that comment before I went crazy on all of it. All right, so we need more glue dots here. And we're going to put a glue dot the back side of this one and hook it to the silver cording, right? And we're going to put another one over the top just to make sure it doesn't want to sneak out on us. Okay, like that. And so that's kind of slightly popped up. And we're going to put the glue down here. And that's kind of in that section of the tackle box. And if you want to leave it like that, you can. I'm going to just snip it a little shorter. I did put a glue dot right here, thinking that that would help it to hold it. But I'll be honest, this guy's got the right angle going for him, so I might just leave it and not put a glue dot there. There are no embellishments, you guys, in this card. There was so much going on that we were like, yep, it doesn't need it. I don't want to Stella anything that has ink on it because it would make it bleed possibly. And I'll be honest, I don't think I'm going to Stella anything. I think I'm going to let this one be. There's enough shiny, sparkly going on that I think it's okay. And we've got it as a happy retirement card. If you see any of your dimensional strips coming out, you could always take a marker and color that just slightly, but I think I'm going to leave it, you guys. I don't know. I don't think it needs anything else to be done to it. I think we got it good. A snack box with the berry set and a lemon set, grapes from the older wine set. You guys are rocking and rolling with all the ideas. I love it. Laura said she changed her mind and she likes this one. Yay. See? All right. I like that. See, that's what we're allowed to do, you guys. We can change our minds. It's definitely okay to change our minds. So, all right. So there's that one. And let's bring them all in and share with you what we all made tonight. Let's put these guys back. That goes there. That goes there. The purple pen can go here. We'll leave the pencil out. I'm going to get rid of all this schnibble stuff here. All right. A little messy floor here. All right. And what we can do real quickly here. You know what? If I do it now, it's done. And it shows you guys it's important to clean your stamps. This one actually turned it a little bit blue. That's what Azure did. All right. We got that done. There was a lot of stamps on this last one. Oh, Sarah loves the cards. Randy loves them all. Jen says beautiful, love them. Okay, now we're going to bring them all in for the money shot here, you guys. We've got Team Blue. We've got Team Blue. Team Brown. I just realized we got, and then we have gray. So we have gray. I'm going to put these all like this. Put that like that. You guys, what's the favorite? I don't know. Could you tell me? Which one do you like the best? I think if I had to pick, I would pick, I don't even know how the stamp goes in here. Oh my goodness. It goes like, you guys, I'm trying to put there. I was like, gosh, round and round I go. There's something that I like about this one. I feel like I've got an underwater camera and I'm watching the fish swim by, and it's like, I'm smarter than that fisherman. I know where that line's gonna go, and it's gonna be up to the surface, and then I'm gonna be toast. So actually dinner. I love how we did the concept of making this feel like it's like in a little aquarium, and we've got the water going on in our aquarium. This one, like the tunnel looking through a window on a ship, and you're looking outside and you're seeing the fish swim by. And then we got our tackle box. They're all so cool, all in their own unique ways. So I hope that you love all of them. all of our children here. Yeah, very cool. All right, so what we're gonna do is put this stuff off over here, and I don't want to lose it. And we're gonna pull out the box. Oh, I got some things to share with you guys too. They are also good. Yay! You guys, so I went on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip that I earned, and we got to spin the wheel. And I've been meaning to share this with you guys, what I got when I spun the wheel. So I got 2 chip clips, and that they say Stampin' Up! And they're on magnets, so they're for your chip clips. I got the cheese slicer here, so that was one of our prizes. I also got some coasters that I'll put in the middle of the room for our beverages. So these are some Stampin' Up! Coasters that are felt, so they should soak up the water very nicely. So I got those. This was a little card that was on our, I got by our bedstand with some cupcakes. This was left in my mailbox in my room, kind of like there's a little slot that they put papers and stuff. Somebody put this in there for me. I thought it was super cool. They're actually stickers, and so I got a little sticker sheet. Hi Pat Williams from Alabama. Hi Hildy. She says Team Blue. Oh, Hildy, I think you've been on since the beginning. I just saw your name and I'm like, oh, Hildy's yay. Here, she's Hildy. Yay. Little koozie, you guys. Little Stampin' Up! Koozie I got, and then I got the little beanie hat. So those are the different things I got. There was little Kodak cameras or Polaroids, and we could take pictures of us on the cruise ship. So there's a picture of Tyler and me, and then we turned around and I got a picture with my brother Tom and me. So those are the pictures. I can put them up in my little bookshelf over there. So yes, all right. I've been meaning to share this stuff with you guys, so I got to show that to you. You couldn't keep up with me, Pat. That's okay. You guys, you're not meant to keep up with me. Like, for those people that are stamping with me for the first time, you know, if I took my time and went really slow and took like 4 hours to make a class, you guys, it would be a long class. I will tell you, it would be a long class. The great thing about this is you have all the time now that you need to work on your cards. You've got an idea of what needs to happen. Patty, just so you know, a lot of people do watch me live and they're working on other things while they're watching. And then what they do is when they go to make the cards, they know what to do, or they go back to the tutorial for reference, or they can always go back to the video and fast forward through it till they get to the part where they need to see it again. So no problem whatsoever. Do not ever feel bad that you did not keep up to the video. And everybody that watches me normally will attest to the fact that you don't need to keep up to the video, and that you should not ever feel bad. You don't ever have to feel like, oh man, I couldn't keep up to her, I'm not good. It's not that at all, okay? So definitely don't ever feel bad about not keeping up with me. Hi, Linda Grady. You'll catch the replay. Perfect. So, all right. Okay, let's do a door prize, you guys. For anybody, there's gonna be quite a few people that will be in on the door prize here. And then I have the cards from yesterday that I was going to give away, that I ran my video, did a blow up thing, and then I forgot this morning, apparently. All right, so we have Karen Woods. You're going to be number 1. Let me get my pencil going here. Mary Lemke, if you're watching, you're number 2. Angela Knutson, you're 3. Laura, 4. 5 to Kara. And we have 6 is to Carla Lake. 7 is to Susan Wormley. 8 is Becky Schlossnagel. Angie Ward, you're going to be number 9. This might be one of your first classes, Angie. Penny Powell, you're 10. Jenna Helms, you're 11. Robin Stender, you're 13. Ruth Nicholson, you're going to be 14. Linda Scott, you're 15. Patty Wright, you're number 16. Francis, you're number 17. 18 to Jenny Knutson, 19 to Debbie Gast, 20 to Lynn Beasley, 21 to Wendy Kruger, 22 to Vicky Rodriguez, Judy Bobo, you're number 23, and Sue Spigner, you're number 24. Wow, you guys, 24. That's a lot. Wow. Okay, let me pull the camera down in a moment. I'll pull up a random number generator. And so when you order from me and use the host code is when you qualify to be in on the door prize drawing. And what we're going to do here is put number 24 in here, and I'm going to click the word generate, and it's going to tell me a number, and that person's going to win a prize. Number 16 was Patty Wright. See, Patty? Yay, you're the winner chicken dinner tonight of a door prize. So awesome and amazing. Yay. Let's just see here if we have our names for, oh, here he comes, you guys. He's coming this way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's see if he can make it without knocking anything. Hi, baby. Oh, there he goes. Little Tigger spotting, you guys. All right, let me just see here if I have my names, because we were going to do the drawing for the Share, Create, Inspire as well. Let's just see if Carissa was going to send them to me for Share, Create, Inspire. Well, while I see if I can get, while I can get this, you guys, I will see if we'll do the drawing for the cards here. Names for Share, Create, Inspire. I thought she said she was going to email them to me today. All right, you guys saw Tigger there. I love it. All right, so we have here some cards that were from the Scenic Garden card class, which was back in March. In case you missed it, you can always go back and watch the replay. The tutorial is available. I do not have any card kits left for this class, but we can announce some winners. Yay! Da-da-da! Winner chicken dinner for this one is Karen Stagg. You're the lucky winner of this beautiful card. Yay, Karen. This love and big hugs. This one goes to Vonda Saya. Yay, Vonda. Congratulations. So when you comment on the video, you guys, like I see all your comments come through, what we do is we randomly draw and we pick out some winners to share the love of our cards. This one goes to Becky Schlossnagel. Yay, Becky. You're getting this beautiful chair card. And then sending a card to say hello. I think this one was my favorite out of all of these. This one goes to Miss Maggie Cooper. All right. Congratulations to all you Lucky Duck winners. All right, so we have here Karen Stagg, Vonda Saya, Becky Schlossnagel, and Maggie Cooper. So that was one class that we've got ready. Now here was the March monthly class. Mr. Tigger is so cute. She doesn't have a slow switch. Exactly, I don't have a slow switch. Yeah. This one, these are Team Blue, you guys. Look at these pretty blue cards. Okay, so this one is from the March monthly class. Whew, I don't think I have any of this one left either. These were gone, I think, right around the time class was done. But we've got some beautiful cards. You can go back and watch the video to make these 3 cards if you like. Back on my YouTube channel, look for March monthly class. Drum roll, please. Winner chicken dinner is Anita Myers. Yay, Anita. This one goes to Miss Ellen Brover. You stop and you start the replay all the time. That's what Debbie says. Yeah. And this one is a little fun fold. And it goes to Cindy Bassett. So I think, Cindy, you're the only one that I don't have your address for. I think all the rest of the names here, I know who the winners are. So Cindy, if you would like me to mail your card, please do let me know your address so I can send it to you. All right, so there's that. Now, I did not see a response from Miss Carissa. So what we're going to do, you guys, we can make this happen because there weren't as many names as there has been in the past. For when we do drawings. So if you guys enlighten me and we want to draw a winner, we're going to go to my page real quick and we're going to go to the event, because the rule is you go to the event and we are going to grab all the people. So we're going to go to past events, which is right here, see all. There's only like, I think 7 or 8 people. Oh, something went wrong. And now something went wrong, okay? Let's try it one more time. Okay, I know how we're gonna find it, you guys. So, we got a plan. There was an email that was sent out last week. Last week was June 7th. Hang on, we can find it. Thanks to all who watched and got inspired. There's a link in the email that I sent to you guys. If I click on that link, it should take us right into, oh, you gotta, let's see here if I can get it. Wants me to log in. Oh, I'm here. I hope this works. Okay, let's go to There's got to be a discussion here. Oh, it wants me to log into Facebook. Okay, I thought I was going to get this, you guys. That's sharing, that's inviting, that's the detail. Oh, see more. No, okay. Hang on. We're going to go back here and find out why. If we can see one more time here. Something went wrong. Okay, we're going to refresh Facebook. I'm trying to find the event. And if somebody's out there and wants to pull the names for me really quick and tell them to me, I'm not seeing. Okay. All right, you guys, we're going to make this happen. I have a computer. You guys, we're going to do the drawing because then it's done. So I'm just going to go grab my computer really quick and I'll pull it over here and we're going to get our names. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so I've got my computer and we're just going to take 2 minutes and we're going to do the drawing because then we can say that we're done with the drawing, right? There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to pull this up really quickly on the computer here. So I'm already in my page. We're going to go to events. For some reason, my phone was not pulling it up, you guys. Don't know why, but we're already into our past events. And we're going to get share, create, share a card. Okay, so we're going to look at the discussion and I'm going to read off some numbers and some names to you guys so that you can see who the winner is. So we're going to go to all comments and I'll start listing off some names for you guys. So we have Susan Wormley. I'm not sure if you're watching, Susan, but you're number 1. All right. Pretty card. Wow. I don't know. Can you guys see this? The card that Susan made here. Wait, I'm going to flip this up. I don't know if you guys can see the card that she made there. Isn't that pretty? Ooh la la. Good job, Susan. Love it. Okay. Then we have here after Susan, Donna Grushke. I don't know if you're still watching, Donna, but you'll be number 2. And then Debbie Gast. I think you're still watching. I'm glad you did your card. It's awesome as well. So is yours, Donna. I love the dragonflies. All right, so Debbie, you're number 3. Let's see, there's 4 more comments here. Let's see who, Karen Goddard from Australia. We're going to include you. I owe you a couple cards already because you looked like you were a lucky winner these last couple times on Mystery Card Night. So I'll send a card your way. Pretty card. Darrell Halfacre, you're number 5. So Darrell, you're in here. I love purple. Very good. Anna Rebideau. Yay, Anna. You're number 6. And I think that might be it. Debbie did another card, so she got 2 cards in here. I love it. All right, you guys. So that wasn't so hard. So we have 6 people. And what we're going to do is flip this down. I have the names right here so you guys can see who we've got. So much for trying to do that from my phone. But let's go to random number generator. We're going to put the number 6 in here. And we're going to hit generate. Number 1, Susan Wormley. Awesome, Susan. You are the lucky winner for the Share, Create, Inspire card class that we did. All right. So good job, you guys. Yay. We did it. We remembered everything, I think. So congratulations to all the winners, you guys. We had 7 card winners. And then Susan was our winner from the Share, Create, Inspire. And you're going to be like, how do you not remember this? But I think time has passed. And our winner was Lynn Beasley. No, not Lynn. Who was our winner here? Pat Wright. Patty Wright. You are our winner for the door prize. So yay, we did lots of winners. I love it. So, okay. Okay, so we're back. I don't know what else. So this weekend is Father's Day, you guys. Make sure if you have a father or know a father in your life. I think we all know fathers in our life. Even if they're not your father, you might have children who are fathers. You might have brothers who are fathers. You might have cousins who are fathers. You can always wish any man who is a father a happy Father's Day. Also, happy Father's Day to all the fur baby dads out there. So I got to remember to wish Tyler a happy Father's Day on Sunday because his fur baby is right over here. And what else then? I don't think I have anything live with you guys next week until Thursday. So a whole week, I think. I did not have a moment to get the swap card showcase with you guys yesterday. It didn't get pulled together. I'm going to try to, at some point, I'm going to surprise you guys with that one. So I can't even tell you when I'm going to have it. But we've got a lot of designing to do over the next couple, I should say week and a half. We've got, I think, 5 card classes to design for. We get to, I should say. So that's all going to be coming up. That's what we're going to be spending a lot of our time doing now. Also getting back to some emails. I know I have a chunk of emails, a little baby chunk, that I've documented things, but I didn't reply while I was on the airplane. So I still have some responses to people to get back to, and I've got emails since yesterday. So we're going to be busy for the next couple weeks too, you guys. So next couple days, oh my gosh. The technique, yes, Jen, oh my gosh. So it's hard to get it wrapped in my head when Rose teaches the class. I watch and I listen to the class, but it's like, because she's doing, let's say, the teaching, it makes it so much more stress-free for me. So yes, you guys, to make sure that you stay tuned for Rose's technique class on Tuesday, which is awesome, you guys. That's what collaborating and working together is. It makes us, like the economies of scale, it makes us more efficient, that we're both not having to do something, but yet we're able to offer each other's classes into each other's countries, which is awesome. And then, yes, Thursday night, you guys, is the ink, paper, scissors with the balloons. So that's when I will be live next, is Thursday night. I do have 2 in-person classes on Wednesday. I have the Naturally Gilded in person with, I think, 15 or so people. And then I have in-person bingo on Wednesday night. So lots of stuff going on, you guys. So crazy, lots of things going on. All right, so I think that's it. We kept it really good down to like just about 2 hours, which is awesome. I try to always keep it around that, just in case you guys you have to go to the bathroom. You can always get up and go whenever you want to, but sometimes I gotta go, right? So keeping it 2 hours helps so that I don't get dehydrated too much, right? All right, so I think that's it. I don't know if I'm missing anything. We'll catch you the next time, right? So congratulations again to all our winners. Thank you to everybody who took this class with Rose and me. We really, truly, greatly appreciate your support of our small businesses. We love doing what we do, and it's because you guys are so appreciative and you make us want to keep doing it, and you taking our classes show that you really love what we're producing for you, and we appreciate it. Linda wishes she would have purchased it. Yes, you know, when you get our classes, it makes it so easy to be creative because all of that work is done for you, right? It makes it so easy to make beautiful cards. So that's what it's about. All right. I'm so happy that you enjoyed this, Jen. I'm glad you had fun. That's what it's our goal, is for you guys to have fun as well. Get your mind off of whatever it is that are the stresses of the day and get you some crafting and creative and inky time in. So, okay, lots of love and hugs and sunshine to you guys. We will see you the next time. Love you long time. Gonna count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.